Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well. On today's vlog, I want to talk about dairy-free alternatives. If you've watched some of my other vlogs, you know that I'm dairy-free. I'm actually allergic to the enzyme in dairy casein, but a lot of people avoid dairy for multiple reasons. If you have autoimmune disorders, you might want to test taking dairy out and seeing how you feel for a couple weeks and do a food log, especially women with endometriosis like me and autoimmune diseases like Hashimoto's. Dairy sometimes can cause more inflammation, which I talk about a lot, and it's good to test and see if you feel better without it. I happen to be allergic to it, which is a bummer for sure, but I've found over the years the best alternative. So the first thing I want to talk about is milk. So this is the Trader Joe's almond milk. I really like this one. It's a great price point. Something really important to note about the milk though is if you get almond milk, there's vanilla, original, and I think there's chocolate as well. I always get the unsweetened, so if you don't look at it, the original has a ton of sugar in it and a ton of carbs. And if, this original flavor, unsweetened, tastes great to me. Again, this one's from Trader Joe's, but most grocery stores have a Silk or a more common brand like that, and it's pretty cost effective. It's usually between $2 and $3. So like I said, look for unsweetened if you're trying to stay away from sugar and carbs, because those are definitely hidden sugars and carbs, and I feel like the unsweetened tastes just as good, if not better, because it's not so sweet. So almond milk, super great. There's definitely other milk alternatives out there. I prefer the almond, but there's coconut milk, there's rice milk, there's hemp milk. You can make it yourself. There's a lot of online videos on how to make it yourself. I go with it, buying it obviously because it's more convenient. And over the years, just testing all the different types of milks, almond milk has been my favorite and has been the closest thing to actual milk. Next thing is butter. So if you're dairy free, you can't have butter. I know everybody loves butter. What I have found is this Earth Balance. It's really good. It tastes almost like butter. They have a few different versions of it. I get the vegan soy-free one. Again, if you have autoimmune disorders and or endometriosis like I do, you want to try and stay away from soy. So I go with this. I know a lot of people use ghee. I haven't personally used that, but that's also a popular alternative. It still is dairy, but it's in the whole form, so it doesn't affect people. And you can also, if you're dairy free, you can do like goat milk and goat cheese typically. Those things still upset me and my stomach, so I avoid them. But again, this is the Earth Balance. I go with the soy free. They also make a really awesome coconut one, which is really sweet and really good on toast. And or if you're using it on corn or anywhere you would use butter normally. The ingredients in this is they use a oil blend, but it really does taste like butter, and the calories and fats are not horrible. So Earth Balance is definitely what I have found over the years that I like the most. Margarine is not dairy free, common misconception. So you do have to look for a vegan/dairy free butter alternative. The next thing that has a really sore spot in my heart and in my life is cheese. So I used to love mozzarella cheese. Fresh mozzarella cheese was my thing. I would eat it all the time. I would have caprese salads for lunch every single day. So when I found out I was allergic to dairy, I was really crushed, to say the least. Not to mention, couldn't have ice cream anymore. But cheese, I have not found something that's a great alternative. I actually really don't like any of them. They all taste like chemicals and fake to me. There's just nothing great about it. But if you really, really miss cheese and need cheese, or cutting out dairy and you can't live without cheese, this Daiya has been the best brand that I have found so far. It is not good cold. It definitely would recommend it being warm. Like if you make a quesadilla or you put it on tacos, or if you make a grilled cheese or something like that. They do shreds like this. They also do slices and blocks of cheese. Again, still not my favorite. I do not love the fake cheese. I just avoid it altogether. And if I really, really want like a quesadilla or something, I will go with this Daiya. But there's a lot of, the ingredients in here are fine, but it's just a bunch of random things put together to make cheese. So I'd rather just avoid it altogether. But if you really need it, This diet is awesome. I will link all this stuff below too, just so you guys have it. Next, I don't drink coffee anymore. I gave up caffeine. I know I talked about that in one of my vlogs. Again, with the whole inflammation thing, you should really avoid caffeine. It just causes more issues, and inflammation leads to autoimmune disorders. So it's all linked together, which is super unfortunate because I used to really love coffee as well. I do drink a raw Keiko drink. I showed it in one of my vlogs. I'll link that also down below. But that raw Keiko drink is really bitter, so I do like to add creamer into it. This brand is awesome. I love this creamer. It is the best on the market, I would say, for dairy-free, and it also doesn't have any of the extra additive ingredients that are preservatives, which is really nice, and it's only 15 calories per serving, but it does have carbs in it. And again, I'm not watching my carbs, but I'm counting my carbs, so there's little hidden carbs in every single thing, and I think that if I can help people be aware of that, I know it really helped me to become aware of that because I was just ingesting way too many hidden carbs. At least if I know about it, I know that I shouldn't, eat a bag of chips later or something along those lines if you're trying to lose fat or weight. If you're not, then do whatever you want. But this one is the best. There are a lot of creamers out there. There's soy, obviously I avoid those. There is a coconut milk creamer by So Delicious. I do like that one too. It's really sweet. I like this the most. So I will link this below. Again, love this brand. They're out of California. Super delicious, gluten-free, vegan, awesome. Drink that every morning in my raw Keiko drink. And then as far as desserts, had one of these last night. So Delicious is a really great dairy-free brand. They offer a lot of products, and most of them I have found are very good. So I still love ice cream. Just because I'm allergic to it doesn't mean that I don't love it. So Delicious has these delicious ice cream bars, and I actually ate one last night. These are, you wouldn't even notice the difference. I don't notice any difference. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had real ice cream and dairy, but if you're looking for an alternative and you like ice cream and you want something sweet, these are delicious. Yum, yum. I know I keep saying delicious, but I'm so excited that they actually make a product like this. About 5-7 years ago, it was really hard to find dairy-free ice cream. So they make bars, they make pints of ice cream. There's a bunch of different brands. Again, there's coconut milk, hemp milk, all of those ones. This just happens to be one of my favorites. I also really like their pints of ice cream too. Just make sure if you are trying to lose weight or fat, like I said, you look at the nutrition facts. These aren't horrible, but it does have a lot of fat. So I'm guessing that's, again, from the almonds. These bars taste, like I said, just like ice cream. They're really great. Also, if you have TCBY around you, they do make an almond milk ice cream soft serve, which is amazing. The one over by my house never seems to have it, which is a bummer, but I eat all of this stuff in very, very moderately. I don't like to have a lot of sweets, even though I love sweets. I try to avoid them. Last thing, hidden dairy in dark chocolate all of the time. So if you go pick up our Hershey's dark chocolate bar tomorrow, it does have milk in it. Always read the labels. These things, they're dairy-free because they say it all over it, but I would always check the labels because there's been many times I've picked something up, thought there's no way there's dairy in this, and there is. And I'll have another video of hidden dairy in products. So lastly, I love dark chocolate, like with all of my heart. This Endangered Species brand, most of their dark chocolate is dairy-free. I would say just make sure you read the label, but I love this. I have a square of it here and there, or every night sometimes, but this brand is delicious, and they give back to endangered species, which is super cool. I love that, but this dark chocolate it tastes really good. It's not really bitter at all, and they mix in yummy things. So this one was with raspberries, but they have ones with almonds and blueberries and a bunch of different delicious stuff. So most grocery stores have all of this stuff. Some don't. If you have a Trader Joe's around you, Trader Joe's has a lot of alternatives as well. If not, if you get really desperate or you live in an area where you don't have a lot of options, I do know that you can get some of this stuff off of Amazon. I know it's perishable, but Amazon does deliver some perishable products in certain areas. We don't have that here yet, but I would say it's worth checking out for sure. I hope you guys really enjoyed this and it was helpful to you. It took me many years to find out what dairy-free things that I really liked, because coming off of really enjoying like cheese and ice cream, it was hard for me to find things that were delicious alternatives. I started with rice milk for a really long time, which personally I am not a fan of. It's really just tastes like water with rice in it. So I hope you like this. Please like this video, share it with anyone you know that might be trying to avoid dairy for health reasons and or is allergic to dairy. There are great alternatives now, so I wish you the best of luck in finding what you like, and comment below if you found something that you love, because I always am interested to learn more about the dairy-free products. But this is trial and error over the past 5 to 7 years, and I finally have found all the things that I really enjoy. All right, you guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. And like I said, please subscribe to this video if you're interested. Like it, share it with other people, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks again. Bye.